Good evening, metal lords and ladies, or however else you wish to identify yourself. Before we get started today, I just wanted to say that I'm back in school again for my last semester of grad school. So, I'm gonna try to keep putting out videos once a week. I'm sure y'all aren't sitting by the computer waiting for my weekly video or whatever, but I just want to say if it seems like I've checked out, don't worry, I'm gonna be back. I also just wanted to have a little metal update with you guys. I have a few concerts coming up this fall that I'm pretty excited about. I'm super excited about the new Belphegor album because I really liked Conjuring the Dead, so I'm ready for more. And I'm gonna see I Hate God next month. I'm gonna see Wolves in the Throne Room. I'm gonna see Immolation, and I am going to see Suffocation with Decrepit Birth and Exhumed, and they're also going to be with the Black Dahlia Murder, but I don't really listen to them. So we have a lot lined up. I'm really excited, and that's not even all. There are more, but I've just picked and chosen a few, and those are the ones I've got coming up. I'm really excited for all of that. So we are in the vein of metal today on this weirdly diverse channel, and I thought of this idea the other day while I was getting ready for bed. I think this would be fun. Wouldn't it be fun to just go through some artists and talk about what was the first song I ever heard by these artists? I think that's a great conversation to have with somebody who likes metal. So I'm gonna try this as a video. I don't know if it will work, if it will be interesting. It might be super boring, but I'm just going to give this a shot. So just consider this a metal conversation between friends. Alright, so what I am going to do is I have my iPod, which I still use, because why not? I don't stream. I like to have the music, and I don't want it to take up space on my phone, so I just use my iPod. It really doesn't inconvenience me at all. So what I'm going to do is go to my list of favorite songs. 933 favorite songs. So I'm just gonna go through and pick out some artists and just talk about when I first heard them, what song I first heard, maybe how I felt. Okay, so first we have Aborted, and I'm pretty sure that the first Aborted song I heard was, what's it called? The Push Comes to Shove song. Push Comes to Shove song. What is it called? Hang on. Dead Reckoning. Dead Reckoning. I think that was the first song I heard by Aborted. Electric Wizard. I don't remember the first song I heard by Electric Wizard, but Dunwich became my favorite very quickly, and it's still my favorite. Camelot. That's a cool story, actually. The first song I heard by Camelot was Wander, and that's only because I was on Kazaa, I think it was Kazaa, and I was trying to download some Epica because I was on the search for some girl metal, and this song Wander was off of Camelot's CD entitled Epica. So I found this song, and it wasn't what I was looking for, but I really liked it. And then of course became a longtime fan of Camelot until Roy left. Catatonia. Oh, Dead House. Dead House was the first song I heard by Catatonia. It was perfect for depressed teenage me. I loved that song, and I still do, but it is so, takes you to dark places, you know? Dark Funeral. I really don't know the first song I heard by Dark Funeral, but I know the first album I had was Secrets of the Black Arts, and I still listen to that a lot. Tiamat. I think the first song I heard by Tiamat was maybe Brighter Than the Sun or something really weird, and I was like, what is this? I like it. Sonata Arctica. The Cage. And that's still my favorite. I remember when I first heard The Cage, I was really into the music, but I didn't like Tony's voice at first. I was feeling the intro and stuff, and then when Tony came on, I was kind of like, And I don't know why, and I don't know what changed in me, but now, I realize that Tony's voice is perfect. Acid Bath. Well, I think I just popped in the CD, so I guess it was Pagan Love Song. That's what it was called, Pagan Love Song. And yeah, it took me a while to accept them, but now, if you've been here before, you know they're my number one. Typo Negative, My Girlfriend's Girlfriend, was the first song I heard. I saw it on Uranium on Fuse TV. And I remember seeing an interview with Peter Steele, and he was saying that this was his least favorite video to film. And then they played the video, and I was like, what? Vehemence. I don't remember the first song I heard by Vehemence. It was probably like Kill for God or something like that. Vehemence actually found me on MySpace, you know, back when like bands used to add metalheads, like people they thought might be interested in their music, they would add them as a friend. So Vehemence added me, and wow, that usually doesn't really work for me, but they became one of my favorite bands. The Birthday Massacre, that's not metal, but if you've been here before, I never shut up about the Birthday Massacre. The first song I heard by them was Violet. Cataclysm, In Shadows and Dust. Halloween, Listen to the Flies. Nevermore. The first song I heard by Nevermore was Never Purify. Watain. I don't know, I just started listening to the album and realized that it was the love of my life. The first album I heard by Watain was Sworn to the Dark. Slayer, I mean, besides what was probably I was exposed to just like by being a human, the first song that I really remember getting into was Dead Skin Mask in 9th grade. Old Man's Child. The first song I heard by Old Man's Child was Black Seeds on Virgin Soil. And I thought it was so magical, and they're still really magical for me. Graveworm, Dreaming into Reality. Gravedigger. Oh, Valhalla. First Behemoth song I ever heard, it was right when Demigod came out, so I guess it was probably Conquer All. And then Slave Shall Serve, the two hits. Epica. Oh my god. The first Epica song I ever heard was Faint. And I loved it. They have changed a lot, y'all. They've changed a lot. But I really like old Epica and I really like new Epica. I just like it all. Dimmu Borgir. Dimmu Borgir. Dimmu Borgir. That's probably it. Dimmu Borgir. That doesn't sound right. Whatever. Okay. The first song I heard by them was kind of like a newer one. I call it new, but it's been a long time now. For the World to Dictate Our Death. I really love that jam. Gorgoroth, I think it was Procreating Satan. Oh, Riding Christ. Lex Talionis, I think that was the first one I heard. The first song I heard by Pig Destroyer was probably Junkyard God. I think my friend was making me listen to Junkyard God because of the like drum solo at the beginning, and he was like, I wish I could play like this or something. And Iced Earth is probably Dracula. Vital Remains. Dechristianize, of course. Within Temptation. I don't know. It was probably Angels. I Hate God. The first song I heard. Oh, Story of the Eye. King Diamond. Oh my god. The first King Diamond song I ever heard was More Than Pain. And I don't really remember how I found that. And I listened to that song in like middle school. And that was back before you could really like download music and stuff. But what I would do was get onto CD websites, like places that would sell CDs. Like the one that I went to was cdnow.com, and you could listen to samples, like a 30-second sample. So I listened to that sample of More Than Pain. I don't know why. What is wrong with me? I really wanted to get into that world, but like I was in middle school, so I couldn't get the CD. My parents would see what I was getting, you know, and there wasn't like a CD store. Well, first of all, I couldn't really get to a CD store without my parents. And second of all, there wasn't one where I was growing up that would probably have King Diamond in it, as popular as he is. So I remember just like listening to these 30-second tracks over and over and just daydreaming about one day I'd be able to have all this music and it would be mine. Death, Spirit Crusher, Celtic Frost, the dying god coming into human flesh. Leaves Eyes. My gosh. I'm thinking about these MySpace friends that I used to have, man. I miss them. One of my MySpace friends got me into Leaves Eyes and sent me a winter's poem, I think that's what it was. Nightwish. The Kinslayer. Immortal, The Tyrants, or I guess it's just called Tyrants. Alright, I'm starting to feel like I only have 5 bands on this list. So I think that'll just wrap us up for the day. Was that boring? I don't know. Did y'all like it? Was it fun? Tell me what the first song you heard by some of those bands were. I want to know. I think that stuff's fun, so who knows? We'll see how this video turns out and see if I feel like putting it up. So what do y'all have going on this fall? Do y'all have any concerts you're gonna go see or any albums you're excited to be released? Let me know. Let's talk. Let's be metal friends. Alright, I will see you next time. Good night and goodbye.